Welcome back, everyone, to Action News tonight at 11 on this Hump Day Wednesday. Honda begins to recall a variety of its latest SUV models, along with vehicles, despite the fact that the driver and front passenger seatbelt weren't latched correctly. A total of over 400,000 vehicles are still being covered by this. No questions being asked right there. You can see some more recalls on FDA's website at www.fda.com or even USA Today. Well, let's get you caught up on tonight's Powerball drawing for $63 billion. The winning numbers are 16, 18, 33, 37, 50, and the red Powerball number of 8. The next drawing is going to happen on March 18th, depending on how much money in annuity it is. The time right now is 11:14 at night. It appears there was a hearing today about a medical abortion lawsuit. Action News was there in Amarillo, Texas. So, with that being said, the lawsuit continues this investigation from time to time. Now, if the judge starts to rule against the FDA, the agency will try to pull the pill from the markets nationwide, even in states like Pennsylvania, as abortion is legal. There's been a surge in the development of short term rentals. They're often marketed on Airbnb, but homeowners we spoke to say it comes with a cost of life. Let's go to investigative correspondent Chad Perdelli with more on the outcome. Chad. Wow, that is quite something right there. Thank you, Chad. The Carolina Panthers have reached a 4-year deal with former Eagles running back Miles Sanders, according to some sources of ESPN earlier today. Miles Sanders is 25 years old, and we're being told that he was selected to the Pro Bowl for the first time in his career after racking up or more yards, along with 11 touchdowns. He became the first Eagles running back to make that mark ever since LaShawn McCoy, number 25, who I still like, in 2014. My Uncle Adam's 7-day forecast from AccuWeather is coming up next. You're watching Action News on 6ABC at 11.